Well, this goes back to the advent of feral man and how the advent of feral man starts in humans. I believe, and again, these are my opinions, that the lack of faith, family, and formation in one's life can drive you to behave certain ways. So all of these things are fundamentally done at home. They're done by having effective mothers and fathers. Well, if we live in a society where fatherlessness is at an all-time high, the days where you and I grew up are different than what kids are going through now with respect to having a father in the home. Now, not every father's perfect. There certainly was divorces back then, and there was bad fathers back then. But now we've seen a significant increase in the lack of fatherlessness in America, and the father plays a major role in discipline. The father plays a major role in how you prepare a young person to succeed and exist in society. And in particular, for young males, a father plays a seminal role in how you should act and how you should behave and how you're going to treat the opposite sex and how you're going to treat animals and how you're going to interact in society. So that's the one from the family point of view. From the faith point of view, and I'm not speaking about religiosity in particular, one particular religion, but I think Americans have a great sense of serving something greater than themselves. We've had a history of that kind of conceptual understanding of what America is. I want to succeed. I want to do well. I want to have the freedom to do well and succeed, but I'm also going to serve something greater than myself as I succeed. And that's the reason we're one of the most giving countries in the world. That's the reason that we cared about the environment before environmentalism was a thing. I mean, that's not a conservative liberal thing. What's liberal is if you want to take the environment and socialize it, right, and make it so we don't have an environmental issues in America. What we have in America is guardrails that are put in place to make sure that we understand the benefit of living with our environment. And you put too many restrictions in place, then it's no longer you're doing it for the benefit of the environment. You're doing it because some government bureaucrat somewhere has decided to say that flatulating cows are now something that we can't have, and it's going to hurt our environment. So those are the social contagions that we're living through. And then one of the most important part of this is formation. How you form your children is extremely important. And so if you're missing this faith side, if you're missing the family side, then you're not going to be given those formative years that you would have. And you can't send them to a public school now because they cannot get formed there. It used to be schools were a place of discipline, responsibility, structure, learning specific things. And now we've thrown that out of the box. So we are educating people who aren't educated anymore. They're not getting the kind of education they need. They get absolutely no discipline in the classroom. And it's not because of the teachers. Many times the teachers aren't allowed to do the things that they would like to do. So we're at a crossroads in the United States, in our culture, and in our Americanism, that if we don't get it correct, we could become fallen in our ways and in our means. And that's sad, because it's number one, I didn't want to ever see it happen on my watch, because I feel responsible for those things. It's one of the reasons I ran for sheriff, and became an elected sheriff, is I wanted to help people. I felt like it's my calling to be a representative of the people on criminal justice matters. And that's why I think one of the few things that is left is the true American sheriff.